Hello, welcome to another Life Post with Wesley Foster. So today I'm going to take a little bit different tact and I want to talk to you about where you're going in life. Now, that might seem a little bit ambiguous, but need to think about this a little farther down the road. Mostly because we're all aging, so you have to think about this. Bottom line, you need to be able to look back at your life. What did you do with your life? Where did you go with your life? Who did you affect? What have you done with this gift of life that you have? You look at your life and you don't see it as a gift. You see it as, oh my gosh, I got all these bills and I got all this and I got all that and I'm going through this and I'm going through that. But keep that in mind. You're going through. Keep that in the forefront of your brain. Every time you hit a challenge, you remember, go through it. Don't stay there. Go through it. What do you need to do? What change do you need to make so that you get through that challenge? You can get through it. Whatever this challenge is, you can get through it. Now that might seem a little, so what? Especially when you're overwhelmed with things. Think about it on a daily basis. And this really applies mostly to people who are between the age of, say, 16 and 35. You need to think about where you're going to be when you're 70. What have you done with your life when you get there? How you feel about yourself way down that road is really going to depend on what you do today. Maybe you make a personal change today. Maybe today you take better care of yourself. You don't want to get to the age of 70 and be dealing with bad choices that caused you to be very unhealthy. And if you are living a healthier life, if you're taking good care of yourself, you can affect the lives of others. So what can you do? You're like, okay, sounds great. What do I do? All right. Do you smoke? Do you drink? Do you do anything else like that? Perhaps for your own benefit. Don't do it for somebody else. Do it for your own benefit. Perhaps today is the day that you stop those habits. Now, what are you going to do tomorrow to improve your long term? And I'm talking long term here. I'm not talking short term. I'm talking really long term. Whose life are you going to change? Who are you going to make an impact on? Think about that. People need to be your focus. You can build this, you can build that. I've done it. Built freeways. I've helped build property and set up houses on them. The stuff that's going to matter, and I mean it, it matters, is a life. You change someone's life for the better, there you go. You are doing something that really matters, that has an impact, because every life you change for the better will continue to move forward. You change one person's life for the better, they change someone else's life for the better because they follow that example. They remember how you made a difference in their life. So you have that pyramid effect, but instead of this horrible pyramid effect of this bad thing, that and that and that and that, switch it around. Flip that pyramid the other way. Now you affect this person, they affect that person, but oh look, now you got this person and this person. You see where I'm going? It's going up. You're making a difference. You're making a change. You are having an impact. And you're having the kind of impact that can revolutionize your surroundings, your neighbors, your neighborhood, and the world around you. You don't change the world by passing a law. You change the world by helping people. You change the world by leading others into a better life. So where am I doing this? There's your reason. Plain and simple. I'm doing this. I'm recording this right now because I want to make a difference. The best changes start gradually because you can build on that. You take a small change you make in your health, in your eating, in your lifestyle. You take a small change and you can add to that, and you can add to that, and you can add to that, little by little. It's not going to be like tearing off a 12-inch piece of duct tape off the top of your head because it's a small change. Going out for a long walk, or maybe even you go for a run to try to help build your health up. Those things are uncomfortable. You come out of surgery and you need to do something about feeling better, about increasing your health. Well, you end up going for walks and you've got to get motivated. And at first, it's a little thing. It's one of those little things and it's hard. But then you can add to that. And then you add a little more to it. And you add a little more to it. Now you're starting to get a bigger change. Now you keep spreading it out and you keep pushing a little more and a little more. And you keep pushing that comfort level. And that change that started out here is now here. You're night and day. People say, wow, you've lost a lot of weight. Wow, you look really good. Well, you didn't get that way overnight. You had to work for it. A weak man with no strength cannot help someone who's struggling with a heavy bag. But a strong man with the right mind can see someone struggling and go, I can help with that, and charge over there and be a help. You're not Superman. And you're not some big, mighty Thor. No. You're you. But now you're the you that just made a difference. You made someone else's day that much better. You helped someone find a reason to have a better day. Don't you think that's worth something? Don't you think it's worth seeing your brother, your neighbor, the guy across the street? Don't you think it's worth seeing them smile? I do. I think it's worth knowing that you've made a difference in someone else's life. Because I know when I'm an old man, I'll be able to look back on my life and count off people I've helped. And I'll know that I've made a difference in that guy's life. Oh, and then there was that. And I remember doing this. And I remember that. And if you're really fortunate, maybe that guy or that person or that neighbor remembers you. They come visit. And they bring someone whose life they've helped, or their children, or their family members. And you've made an impact on one that made an impact on others. So I encourage you today to think about that long term, that end goal of being advanced in years, having a life that you can look back on and say, yeah, I might have a little bit trouble climbing these stairs, but I know I did all right. I did do something with my life that mattered. And being the best at your job, it's not going to cut it. I'm sorry. You put your heart and your soul into that career, and when you retire, they'll find another person. That's it. Here's a watch. Congratulations. You've put in 30 years, 40 years, whatever. Great. You helped build this company. Great. Companies go up, companies come down. You could retire and watch that company go right under. And it wouldn't necessarily be because you were gone. It could easily be that the market shifted. There goes. So don't be so focused on being numero uno at your job. Be the best you can be at making that difference in people's lives. I want to thank you for tuning in this week. I'm very grateful that you took the time to watch this. I hope that this really does speak to you and really helps you. I want to encourage you, obviously, to have a very good life. So go out there, live your life. If you really liked this, I encourage you to subscribe, ring that bell down there on the bottom, and you'll be notified when I post these. I'm not the best at posting at exactly the same time, so please forgive me. I am an author, and if you look below, there are links to my website, and you can find out more information about what I do. Thank you. Have a great day. And remember, smile. It's the best infection you can spread.